All right, breaking news. Let me get this out the way real quick so I can move it a little bit better. There we go. All right, here we go. Georgia Southern's coach, Chad Lunsford, is out at Georgia Southern. They're going to part ways with him after a 1-3 start and losing the last 3 games. And the last 3 games we lost were pretty embarrassing, to say the least. Chad Lunsford, great, phenomenal guy. I love what he stands for and everything behind it. But when it comes to football, I do understand that it's time to go, and I was not on board with everything that he did on the field. All right, let's get into this. Welcome to the First and Frame Rates channel. I am VF Baller. I just did a video about the post game of the Atlanta Falcons getting a win against the Giants, and I just saw this come across the wires, and I wanted to talk about this. I have a lot to say, so this is going to be a pretty in-depth video. Hopefully you guys stick around and give me your thoughts down in the comment section. Like I said, over here I talk about Georgia Southern football, and I talk about Atlanta Falcons football as well. All right, let's get into this. Pete the Mail, I think that's how to pronounce his name, put this on Twitter when I saw it. Details on Yahoo Sports that they are parting ways with Chad Lunsford after school lost his 3rd consecutive game this weekend. I did not see this coming this quickly, but I knew it was inevitable. There's no doubt about it that the play of Georgia Southern just was not on point. It was not Georgia Southern football. And in some cases, it just looked downright abysmal. It looked like we were an FCS team for the most part. Now, with Chad Lunsford is gone, we're going to see a lot of changes as far as the entire staff. And we're going to see what's going to be in place for the next regime. What's going to happen? Who's going to be interim coach? What is going on here? I'm very, very interested to see how this plays out. Georgia Southern is hoping this is from Yahoo Sports. Georgia Southern is hoping to find a coach who can rekindle the rich history and exploit its fertile recruiting area, as the school has raised significant money in the past year and is ready to continue the strong financial commitment to football. And this is one thing that that a lot of people don't really talk about. Georgia Southern, the money is put into this program. A lot of money is put into it, especially with them jumping to the Sun Belt and the early success of them being in the Sun Belt. There's a lot riding on this program. There's a lot of good recruits in the South Georgia, South Florida, and even in some cases, when we go up into the sort of part of the Midwest, when we talk about Louisiana, Texas area, we are looking at a lot of players from that area, from Texas up to North Carolina down to Florida. We have a good base of players that we can pick from or that would choose to come to this school, and it's a great program. So with that being said, the results on the field must match to the recruiting that we bring in, and we have some really good recruits. It's been said various times, a lot of times, that we have the talent to beat or compete with anybody. There's no doubt about that. You talk about the Cam Ransons of the world, the J.J. McCaffeys, the Derwin Burgess, the Jalen Whites, the Sean Pell Kissons. You talk about all these guys who are recruited. Sam Kinnerson. You're talking about all these guys who are recruited within the last 2 years. We have the cachet to compete with anybody, but the game plan just was not there. There's too many times we ran dive routes, stupid, I hate to say it like this, but it was some stupid option runs because I felt like there was no need to run the option when we can run a zone blocking scheme. And apparently Jared Binko and company actually understood what was needed on the field. Now, I like Jared Binko a lot. I like what he done with the basketball organization. Looked like with him coming in as AD, he's trying to make some changes. We did have a pretty decent recruiting in basketball, which I will talk about at a later date. And we did play pretty well. It's just that last year with COVID and everything started to fall apart. And even prior to COVID, we were doing very well as we blew out, or we beat Georgia State that one game, not only days before everything was locked down. But that's a whole nother story, another rabbit hole. Like I said, Jared Binko, he has this mentality that he wants the best for this school. And it just shows what he does. And I talked about this to another Georgia Southern fan or alumni. Jared Binko was not Chad Lunsford's guy. And like I said, I like Chad Lunsford. I like what he stands for. And I'm going to get into more about him in a second. But with Jared Binko was not that was not his coach. You see who he picked for the basketball coach. He picked a phenomenal assistant coach to come down here to Georgia Southern and make something happen. Hopefully he'll be doing the same when we look for a coach with the football program. Now when we talk about Chad Lunsford, let me tell you something about this guy. And I'm not saying nothing to downplay him as a person, because let me tell you, this guy is a believer. He's an awesome person. He makes men, out of boys. You look at the guys who came through the rankings of the Georgia Southern football and the type of people what they turned out to be. The guys who he put, that he influenced turned out to be phenomenal men on and off the field. And he's a man of the cloth. He's a man of faith, and I respect every bit of that. But what I feel is that even when the year after we went 10-3, I feel that there was a downfall from there, because the guys that he brought in he did not use them to their strengths. He did not use a lot of our guys to their strengths. A lot of plays that we done was basically because those guys were just talented. Those guys was just talented, and hopefully if we can get a mix of talented players meet just being good men on and off the field, we're gonna have a phenomenal turnaround to this program. Now, we did have a situation before Chad Lunsford came in. He turned around the team that was 2-10. We did not do very well. He turned it around, and that gave him some time from getting from 2-10 to turn to 10-3. That bought him some more time to get things done. But apparently, after those, 3 years after the 10-3 season, it just wasn't enough. And now we're looking at Chad Lunsford out at Georgia Southern. Hopefully, we will get somebody in here that will actually be able to run. I would like to see a different type of offense, and I would like to see that. And the option is great. I love running it. It is a beautiful thing when it works. But, I think that, that offense is starting to pass us by a little bit. It'll be good to throw it in there every now and then, but at the end of the day, we need a more, we just need a more modern offense, in my opinion. Like I said, it's good to have it every now and then. If you like this video, hit the like button. Share this video. Let people know what I'm doing over here. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hey, the Falcons just won their first game, and is a positive look, and the stock is up on them right now. Well, I know I'm going a little bit further than that, but hey, I feel good that they won this game, and Georgia Southern's about to get a new coach. Maybe they'll turn things around against Arkansas State. We'll definitely be talking about that later on this week, and we're just gonna get right into it like we've been doing. Keep rolling along. It's gonna be GATA, and it's gonna be Dirty Birds all day. So hopefully you guys check me out. You guys take it easy. Oh, one more thing. Shout out to the guys on Patreon. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. And if you want to check the Patreon out, click the link below. And we'll see you guys on the next one. You guys take it easy. You guys be blessed. Peace.